All right, guys, we got a 2008 Prius front brake job here. Walk you through it. It's going to work for other years as well. We got a 14 millimeter wrench right here. We're going to go ahead and start with taking our lug nuts off, of course, of the tire, 21 millimeter. Be careful with your jacks and jack stands, guys. Zip those lug nuts off, those 21 mils. We'll break these guys free. Get this off. If this inner hardware is slippy slidey on you, put a wrench on it to keep it still. Pop this guy off. He's a little tight. Grab the screwdriver, see if I can get the caliper to go back quite a ways. Go. Sticking on there pretty good. You got a caliper turn back tool for me, Jamie?
Right behind you.
Got it. There's many ways to turn back a caliper, guys. This is just one of my favorites. Piston doesn't feel that stiff. Feels like the caliper's still good. There we go. She's all the way back in. All right, so you can use a C-clamp to push this caliper back in, screwdriver, all different turn back tools. There's a bunch of them. That's just the one I like using. These are really light calipers. They're super light aluminum. Got their 17 millimeter on our back ones. Oh, why is everything on this car seized up? Ooh, they ain't been touched in a while. It looks like they had nice even wear all the way down to paper thin, so everything was working properly. Hasn't been touched in that long. Worn out maximum life out of these pads. This one, you need a shallow on to get
shallow.
Might slip off.
That's how I ended up getting it, just like that.
Yeah, it's hitting that strut nut a little bit. Strut bolt. Probably go with a shallow socket on an extender instead of a deep socket on this top one. Give you a little more room. Oh, your pins on your calipers?
If you can.
Yeah, this one's, oh, see all that rust?
Yeah.
That needs to be wire wheeled off. You let too much rust build up in there, guys, and then your slide seize up, and then your pads start going all uneven on you with their wear. The next step is cleaning up your caliper. There we go. She's rotted on there a bit. It's all right, I got it. All right, this is what we're gonna do.
Oh, yeah.
Here, give you that. We're going to take our Dremel tool and clean out all the rust right in there between the ear of the pad. We got new hardware, so we're throwing that hardware clips away. Always get premium. You'll see your squealer tab goes in the back, guys. That's the inboard pad. But we're going to, I can't even get these out. We're going to have to hammer them out. All right, this hardware is coming out of there. I'm going to have to pry that one out. It's rotted in. We're going to clean up with our Dremel tool or caliper file or wire brush right here. And we're going to lubricate those spots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put our new hardware in and lubricate our hardware right here to prevent that seizure in the future. We're going to clean these bores out, give them a little blow, and put some lubricant in there as well. There, you got it started for me. There you go. So get her all cleaned up. And this is our lubricant we like to use, Sil Glide brake lubricant. We're also going to put this brake lubricant on the caliper itself, not just the mounting bracket. Here, grab a dab. The caliper itself is nice and clean. We don't need to clean this up. Sometimes it gets a lot of rot on these ears and you got to wire brush these ears. These little claws. We put the brake lubricant right there on the claws where they contact the pad and the face of the piston. And that's prepped. It's time to get our rotor off. You may or may not have retaining screws in it. This one doesn't. Where's a big hammer? One good smack usually does it, not always. And our hub cleaning tool. We got this Hub Buddy tool right here. Cleans your hub really well. You want a nice, even, rust-free surface for your new rotor to go onto. Take your brake rotor. Make sure your shield is pressed all the way back so it doesn't come out and hit your rotor. Put your brake rotor on.
It's been pretty clean.
It clears the shield. Yep, clearing the shield everywhere, so we're good. Put one lug nut on just to hold the rotor down and flat and whatnot. Here's our caliper mounting bracket. All the grease points are greased. That's going to be where your ears of the pad touch the hardware, and between the hardware and the mounting bracket. Here's your slide pins. Take those out, clean them, grease them with brake lube. Your pad with the squealer tab's going to face the back. Slide it into its little slots now. Jamie's applying a little bit of grease to the face of the piston in the ears of the caliper.
Stick this back here.
There's our pads installed.
Just hang out, man.
Just hang out. It's all right. It's a really light aluminum caliper. It isn't good.
It's there we go. Much better. That's me.
We got our caliper bolts. You are, sir. 17. Looks like 17's the ticket. This guy, they don't give you much room on this top one, do they?
No, that's kind of a little loosey-goosey there.
Oh,
That fell anyway.
there she goes. These calipers are very light. I'm not worried about them hurting the brake hose at all. Once you get it in so far, then that bolt from the strut gets out of your way with an extender. Torque spec on this is super tight.
You want to go super tight?
Just because I'm losing some leverage at this awkward angle.
I also had the closed face for you, but it's fine.
There we go.
Sir.
Squeeze your pads together. Bring your caliper around. Push in your sliding hardware so it fits over it. What do we have here? 14s?
Mm-hmm.
Get one started, get the other one started. Oh, we're spinning. Oh, it's catching now. There we go. Nice and tight. These are small bolts here, guys. Don't snap them off. Let's get them nice and tight. After any brake job, you may feel like bleeding the brakes. Lots of tutorials on that. And with any brake job, guys, you got to pump your brake pedal before you go to take off. Go ahead, start your vehicle, pump your brakes 5, 10, 15 times till they feel stiff again. Don't just take off without doing that. You won't have any brakes for those first couple pumps. And that pretty much covers it, Jamie.
Yeah, that covers it, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a pain to get this last piece in.
He needs some new struts.
You do.
Yeah, he's not in the budget right now. Not in the budget. All right, that does it, guys. Thanks for watching.